Most people naturally assume that the most dangerous dinosaur to ever walk the planet was the famous and terrifying Tyrannosaurus Rex. However, deep within the ancient, forgotten swamps of our prehistoric world, another terrifying monster lurked quietly, waiting for its next unfortunate prey. This was a highly adaptable apex predator that possessed the unique ability to hunt mercilessly both on land and deep underwater. Prepare yourself to finally meet the absolute most dangerous dinosaur ever discovered by modern science. The legendary and fearsome giant, Spinosaurus, emerging slowly from the dense prehistoric jungle. This massive beast immediately commands respect from every single living creature in its surrounding environment. This incredible monster could grow up to an astonishing 15 meters long, easily dwarfing many other famous predators of its ancient era. To put that massive size into perspective, that length is actually significantly longer than a standard yellow school bus used today. It also weighed an unbelievable 7 tons, carrying immense muscle mass that provided unparalleled physical strength during intense and brutal prehistoric battles. This staggering combination of extreme length and tremendous weight securely established it as one of the largest terrestrial predators to ever exist. Watching this gigantic creature move across the ancient landscape reveals a truly breathtaking display of raw, unfiltered natural power and absolute dominance. However, unlike most traditional dinosaurs that strictly remained on dry land, the magnificent Spinosaurus actually loved spending its time in deep water. It possessed a remarkably long, crocodile-like snout that was perfectly evolved for swiftly snatching fast-moving fish swimming beneath the murky river surface. Its powerful jaws contained specialized conical teeth, specifically designed by nature to tightly grip exceptionally slippery aquatic prey without any possible escape. Many modern paleontologists firmly believe that this extraordinary dinosaur spent a significant majority of its entire life hunting within vast river systems. Wading effortlessly through the deep swamps, it utilized its highly sensitive snout to detect even the slightest vibrations from hidden underwater creatures. Whenever a large fish foolishly swam too close, the predator would strike with blinding speed, instantly securing a highly nutritious, satisfying meal. This highly specialized aquatic lifestyle clearly separated the Spinosaurus from virtually every other large carnivorous dinosaur roaming the Earth during that period. Its massive sail, prominently displayed along its back, might have sliced through the water surface like an incredibly intimidating ancient shark fin. Imagine the sheer terror experienced by aquatic animals as they suddenly noticed that giant, looming shadow approaching them from the murky depths. There was simply nowhere to hide when this supreme aquatic hunter decided it was finally time to consume its next unfortunate victim. But the terrifying Spinosaurus was not merely a simple fisherman. It was heavily armed with some truly devastating and lethal natural weapons. Each muscular arm featured incredibly huge, sharply curved claws that looked like deeply menacing scythes ready to harvest any nearby living creature. These massive claws could easily slash through thick dinosaur flesh and tough scales with absolutely terrifying power and ruthless, unstoppable physical force. Furthermore, its elongated jaws were completely filled with dozens of sharp, dagger-like teeth designed to inflict maximum damage upon any struggling prey. Once this gigantic predator launched a sudden, aggressive attack, escaping its deadly, iron-like grip became nearly impossible for even the strongest animals. The combination of slashing claws and a crushing, inescapable bite made the Spinosaurus a truly formidable opponent in any close combat situation. Even other large terrestrial predators instinctively knew they should maintain a very safe distance whenever this towering, heavily armed giant was nearby. These exceptionally deadly natural weapons allowed the creature to successfully tackle a wide variety of challenging prey, both underwater and on land. Its strong arms could physically wrestle massive aquatic creatures, holding them firmly in place while the lethal jaws delivered the final blow. This incredible versatility in combat and hunting techniques is precisely what made the Spinosaurus such a uniquely dangerous and highly successful survivor. While the vast majority of traditional dinosaurs hunted exclusively on dry land, the the Spinosaurus effortlessly dominated two completely different and challenging worlds. It was a supreme ruler on the muddy riverbanks, and an equally terrifying, unstoppable force whenever it submerged into the deep waters. This dual environment capability provided it with a massive, unparalleled tactical advantage over virtually all other competing predators living in the same region.
The T-Rex had
If terrestrial food sources became scarce during harsh droughts, this highly adaptable giant could simply shift its focus to abundant aquatic prey. It hunted massive prehistoric fish, some of which were astonishingly large enough to easily swallow a modern human being entirely whole today. When swimming, it moved with a surprising, graceful agility that heavily contrasted with its somewhat awkward, heavy, and lumbering movements on land. Its dense, heavy bones acted perfectly as natural diving weights, allowing it to stay submerged effortlessly while patiently stalking underwater river creatures. This incredible evolutionary adaptation transformed the Spinosaurus into an absolute nightmare for any unsuspecting animal that dared to drink from the river. It could suddenly erupt violently from the seemingly calm water, snatching its terrified prey before dragging it permanently down into the depths. Truly, no other known dinosaur possessed this horrifying, dual-threat capability, cementing its legendary status as a highly unique and incredibly dangerous hunter. This naturally leads everyone to ask the ultimate, highly debated question: who would actually win in a brutal fight against a T-Rex? The famous Tyrannosaurus Rex undoubtedly possessed a much stronger, bone-crushing bite that could instantly shatter the thickest skeletons of its unfortunate victims. However, the towering Spinosaurus was significantly longer, possessed a much wider physical reach, and was possibly even heavier than the mighty T-Rex. In a direct confrontation on open, dry land, the sheer biting power of the Tyrannosaurus might give it a decisive, lethal advantage. But if this epic, earth-shaking battle happened to take place near a deep river or a murky swamp, the situation changes entirely. In its preferred aquatic territory, the highly agile Spinosaurus would possess a massive, undeniable tactical advantage over the heavier, land-bound Tyrannosaurus Rex. It could use its powerful, grasping claws to drag the struggling T-Rex into the deep, dark water where it would surely drown. This intense, hypothetical clash of prehistoric titans has passionately fueled countless scientific debates and fascinated dinosaur enthusiasts around the entire world today. Ultimately, these two magnificent apex predators lived in completely different times and geographical locations, so they never actually met in real life. Still, analyzing their unique strengths perfectly highlights just how incredibly specialized and exceptionally dangerous the mighty Spinosaurus truly was during its reign. For many decades, dedicated scientists passionately argued and constantly debated about what the enigmatic Spinosaurus actually looked like in its natural habitat. Early fossil discoveries were tragically destroyed during World War II, leaving paleontologists with only a few scattered drawings and incomplete bone fragments. This frustrating lack of physical evidence forced researchers to make educated guesses, often depicting it simply as a generic, sail-backed terrestrial predator. Then, in the groundbreaking year of 2014, newly unearthed fossils from the Sahara Desert finally revealed something truly, absolutely shocking. These remarkably well-preserved bones clearly showed that this giant possessed relatively short hind legs, making it quite awkward and slow on land. Even more astonishingly, later discoveries strongly indicated that it possessed a wide, highly flexible, paddle-like tail perfectly evolved for powerful underwater swimming. This incredible paddle tail would have propelled the massive beast through ancient rivers with the terrifying speed and grace of a crocodile. These revolutionary scientific findings completely changed our entire understanding of how this magnificent, terrifying creature lived, hunted, and dominated its prehistoric environment. It was no longer just another large dinosaur. It was officially recognized as the very first truly semi-aquatic dinosaur known to science. This profound scientific revelation only added to its terrifying reputation, proving that nowhere was truly safe when the mighty Spinosaurus was hungry. Picture the vast, dangerous prehistoric rivers of ancient Africa. where countless diverse animal species gathered daily to quench their